Hello there. I haven't been on here for a while. I've been, like a lot of people, I think, been sort of frozen, like deers in a headlight, deer in the headlights. So, kind of busting and breaking out of it. I've kind of been told that you know, the way to stop doing that is just to get up off your ass and do something. So, I'm going to start making videos again. I enjoyed doing it, but I feel like there's way better people to bullshit about politics. Even though I I like talking about politics. I talk with a lot of politics with my wife. A couple of people that are acquaintances that I know around here. Don't really have any friends per se. I don't take on friends anymore. Just the way that things evolve with my family and my old friends. I just rather be by myself, to tell you the truth. I don't mean anything mean by that. It's just I I don't like the excitement or the well, not excitement. What am I trying to say? The soap opera-ness of any of it. I just don't like it. I don't want to have to. The last guy I tried to befriend here in Tallahassee was a golf guy, and he was my age, and it just ended up at the end he wanted me to join his Baptist church. I mean, we kept on having conversations about religion, and he seemed to be open-minded about some of the things that I was saying. I never really knocked religion. I just said I don't care for organized religion. I'm not a big fan of any of the Abrahamic religions. The Jews, the Christians, and the Islam. They can look at what's going on right now. The Christians and the Jews and the Islamic people, even though their Old Testaments or Torahs or um, and the Quran, is it the Quran? Yeah, it's pretty much the same story, but hey, this is all about money. It's always about money. We're as humans, we're such addicted now to oil and the easy life, especially the white North Hemispheric people, Europe and um, United States. Well, I guess pretty much most of the world now. I guess China is a pretty modern country, right? These days, they got trains that go 300 miles an hour. The fuck do we got? Little choo-choos that going 80. You're lucky. They tore down most of the railroads. Just a little known fact. When the car was invented, when Henry Ford and Chrysler Brothers, and I forget who else it was, started making cars, they went around and bought up all these really small little narrow gauge railways that branched off from the main railroads that crossed the country that were spurs into the little towns. They bought them all up and they disassembled them. Thousands of them. And built highways so we would all get to have the pleasure of driving a car and paying for their gas. Now the petroleum industry is pretty much, the empire of the world, and we all in some way or another are sort of enslaved into that. At least these are my I'm not saying anything but what I think, and I don't give a shit what anybody else thinks. So there's this little rant of mine, I guess you could call it that. It's just basically to sort of break out of my deer in the headlights thing. The only political thing I really want to talk about is this stupid, the three big things to me are the what they're doing to migrant workers and things like that. I'm talking about ICE. It's just this illegal gangs of Nazi brown shirts, the way I look at it, just going around leaving little 5-year-olds out in the cold and handcuffing a 10-year-old girl, handcuffing them. Just, and the other main thing are the stupid tariffs. They're just destroying the economy. He thought that everybody was going to bend over and kowtow to him. They didn't. That's what's going on with the Straits of Hormuz right now, right? He's asking the rest of the world to jump into this war, and the rest of the world's going, let me just not. I'll get back to you on it, okay? The stupidest thing. Anybody else notice that the initials are the same for the EF, the Epstein files, then the war is EF, epic failure. Epic fury. It's epic failure. And from everything I can tell from watching Al Jazeera and there's a couple of Ukrainians that I watch, and there's a guy from Jordan or whatever who's I don't know if he's Islamic or not. Very level-headed dude. But the stories that they're talking about are way different than our sorry news, ABC, NBC, and CBS. I do go up on Mondays and watch the first 15 minutes of Rachel. My wife watches the whole thing. I can't take it, so I leave. I get little snippets on TikTok. I don't watch any political stuff here on YouTube that much, unless I want to hear a long something or other, a podcast or something by someone. Anyway, that's. I said my epic failure thing because it's just epic failure. Anyway, more than anything else, I'm just doing this to say hi because I haven't said hi to anybody. I have over 400 people that said they liked me and subscribed to me, so I'm gonna try to get back into your good graces and start putting some content out here. I have a lot of my art type content, my synthesizer stuff I've been doing, and I've made a bunch of changes in my studio I'd like to talk about, but it's the heaviness of what's going on right now on people. Not necessarily me and my wife. We're fine, really. If none of this shit was going on around us, we'd just, go about our lives, basically. Tend to our garden. But, it's a kind of weighs on you, so it's hard to get motivated to do stuff. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, so a back doctor. I don't know if they want to do some kind of surgery or something. I doubt that I'll do that if that's what they want. Anyway, I'm going to be posting a lot more, a lot sooner, and I might just be blathering on like I'm blathering now, but I'm pretty good at doing that. So stay tuned for more. Adios and buenas noches.